Welcome back. Day 2 of the project. Here, check out the back. Back's looking pretty nice. All right. Looks a heck of a lot better. Oh, this is just footprints from our son running around all over the place and us. And like, look at that. Wow. That looks nice. It's like sitting right at 2 inches right now. Day 2 of the project. So let's go ahead and see what it's looking like back here. Let's go check it out. Okay. Okay. Nice. Looks a lot better than I thought it was. Now look at that. See that right there? That's dirt. That's not soil. But yeah, you can see we scalped it good, and then those storms came through. Did a lot better job than I thought it was. That reel is really, really good for going low like that, and just, you know, I think I'm gonna keep that reel just for doing scalping jobs. And I can see exactly where it's uneven. When I was watching and editing the video, I can see better too. Because usually when I'm out here, like the sunlight, sometimes I can't see certain things that I'll see when I'm looking at the video of it. It looks pretty even, which is good, except for maybe here right in the middle, which is where it was more green and it didn't scalp it as much. But I would say what we're going to need is we're going to need a couple of bags of silica, and we're also going to need some compost. And I'm going to do a 70-30 mix of the silica and compost. And if we can't find compost, I'll use potting soil or something that's very thin. I'm looking for stuff that doesn't have bark in it. So when I get to the store here in a minute, I'm going to look for bags that are already torn open. And then that way I'll know kind of like what type of material is in there. Because sometimes I've bought stuff and then a couple of weeks later I bought the same brand or the same stuff and it's got way more wood chips or stuff I don't want in it. I've even found a lot of pebbles. But we will be using that compost roller when we put our soil mix down. Whatever mix you want to call it, our putting green mix, whatever. But it's mainly going to be silica with a little bit of organic matter such as compost or potting soil. I'm going to go pick that up and then I'll show you how I do my mix and how we're going to be mixing it. And then the cool thing is I got the okay over here to spray. So I'm going to pick up some of that glyphosate as well. And that's the first thing I'm going to do after I get back from the store is we're going to go over here and we're going to spray. And then that'll get us ready for day 3 of working over there. And I'll go over my soil mix, of course. And then up here in the front, the back's good right now. I'm liking the height. It's looking nice. The front, look at this. All right. Front's pretty tall right now. Wow, it looks so good. Looking really, really good. The sidewalk strips are like extra tall right now. The edge is looking actually quite fantastic, which is surprising. Wow. So everything's looking really, really good here in the front. Here's another view of this one right here. All right. I'm going to go get my silica sand, try to find the compost, get the glyphosate, and pick up a mask. Definitely, when you work with silica or any of this stuff that I'm working with, wear a mask. Even if you're just mixing it with soil, whatever, you're not like spreading it all over the place, wear a mask. And I'll be wearing a mask throughout this project just because I don't want to inhale that stuff. And there's always a little bit of wind here. Always. It never goes away. If there is no wind here, then I don't know. That's like a bad omen or something. Like don't go outside that day. Then there's probably a fire. And then the wind kicks up and then it, right? And then if I have time, we're going to cut in the front. I have a Scott's reel mower coming. It should come today. It can cut up to 3 inches in height. The highest and I think the lowest was like an inch and a half or something like that. So I'm going to use that in the front and we'll kind of, you know, we'll mess around, go lower, whatever. We'll figure it out and we'll dial that thing in, but it looks pretty cool. It looks upgradable. I read some good things about it, so I picked one up. And we'll see what's up with that. And then also we are going to, I kind of don't want to ruin the surprise, but I'll just tell you anyways. I have a web coming that's electric. Should be here next week. So we'll be making a video on that, and that's probably what we're going to use for the putting green. Hopefully everything goes as planned. All right, I'm going to get to the store, go pick that stuff up, and I'll see you in a minute. Look, I'm here at the IFA. This stuff right here, the soil building conditioner, this stuff's really good. Really, really good. It can break up your hard clay soil. I might actually grab a bag of this. Soil pep, like if you need mulch and bark and stuff like that, soil pep's a really, really good one. I usually use this on all my trees, and I've used it on quite a bit of shrubs in the yard as well. And then my whole fruit tree area is actually ground covered, or whatever you want to call it, with this. So I'm going to pick up a bag for this because that Korean maple I've got, it's been kind of struggling, and I think it might be a moisture thing. And also the roots were wrapping around the trunk, so I fixed that the other day. But definitely get some of that. But they've got some really good stuff, some more soil conditioners, permanently breaks up clay and compacted soils, you know. So if you've got that, here's another one. Soil treatment for lawns, softens hard soil and heavy clay, builds strong roots, corrects pH. It's kind of never ending. And then here's topper. You can see somebody ripped the bag because they were like, I don't know what the hell this looks like. But yeah, it's got some fine wood chips in it, but you know, another good one. Look, he's real mowing. And here's another one, cowgirl. There's this one. What's going on? More compost. See if we can find the mushroom one. Ah, here we go. Mushroom compost. Found it. So I'm gonna get a couple bags of this. You can see that is what I'm looking for. That's a good one. Somebody else ripped the bag before me. So they pretty much got everything I need here. So I'm gonna get the mushroom compost. I already got some lawn topper, and then we're gonna grab that glyphosate. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Went to Home Depot, went to Lowe's, and then went to the IFA place. The Scots came. Check it out. So I got this 18-inch Pro reel mower. We'll see what we can do with it. I got it because I read some good reviews on it about cutting high. I think it cuts up to 3 inches in height is the maximum you can go. So I thought that was kind of cool. And yeah, it's a nice size. And of course you've got your 7 blades. So it should spin a lot better than these. Like honestly, it's gonna spin better than that. It'll be more like replacement as my Earthwise. That's basically what that one is. And of course, maybe we'll start doing little upgrades like this type of stuff, right? The rollers. Next video, I'll do something on this. And then here's everything that I got. I've got 40-pound bags of mushroom compost. I got that at that IFA. And then I picked up some Scott's Turf Builder lawn soil. We're just going to see what's up. One of the bags that was open, it looked decent. I got some mulch for that tree that's having some problems. This one as well, their lawn soil. There's another bag of the Turf Builder, and I got a few bags of this mushroom compost. And then we got a few bags of the silica here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the mushroom compost and the silica. And I'm going to do a 70-30 mix. So we're doing 70% silica, right? And then 30% organic matter. It could be any of the Turf Builder ones. We'll look at what they look like. The mushroom compost, that one is looking the best out of all of them. They didn't have the one compost that I was looking for though. That's even better than that mushroom stuff. But the mushroom ones always worked good in my yard. I've used that stuff for a while. And then that silica is from Home Depot. The mushroom compost is from IFA. And then the Scots and the other one, the something green one, that came from Lowe's. If you need to source this stuff, mushroom compost, IFA. They had everything though. And then of course I also picked up the glyphosate. The glyphosate, I just picked up this one. I think it's the high yield one, IFA. Yes, I just got this one, Killzall, high yield. This is what we're gonna be spraying over there. I'm gonna go spray it right now, and then we'll go over the soil mix. And then if you like mowing, of course, I'll put some music with some mowing and edging and all that stuff in the front. Let me know if you like that. I mean, I don't have to put that in videos. I like it. My son watches my videos all the time, every now and then, and he skips the part where I'm talking and he watches the mowing parts. Got to make the little one happy. I'm going to get the spraying. Here's some facts on the glyphosate. Throw my mask on and let's get the spraying. Let's go. We got that sprayed, got it down. You know, follow the directions. I did a gallon of water. Just follow the directions. Wear your mask, double glove it, wear clothes that you can throw away just in case you spill it on you or, you know, anything like that. Follow all the warnings. Looking good, here we go. Got everything sprayed, and what I did was I brought it back to here. So that way, if I want to put a bench here or something like that, we can put some stone. And I'm thinking maybe we might do that on the outside to create a divide. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. We're going to let this set and yeah, we'll deal with this later. All done over here. I'm just using this one, this industrial silica, and I'm using this mushroom compost. You could use anything. Mushroom compost in my area works great. It doesn't really do much. It's just a good soil amendment. And I'm going to show you the texture right now. Here's the texture of this one. That's what we're looking like texture-wise with this. Right? And yeah, there's still some little sticks and all that stuff, and random stuff like that, right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it. Here's another little piece, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna run it through the compost roller anyways. This one will work. Yeah, it's a little dried out, but some of the other bags I grabbed were wet. But that compost roller is going to catch all this. That is that one. Let's see what this one looks like, right? There's no right or wrong way to do this. It's like, how much screening do you want to do? All right, here's this one. Some long soil. This one's much more dark and fine. I like this. I'm liking that one. Now, we can mix both of these together if we want, right? Doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm liking this one. And I'm gonna make a 70-30 mix. I'm gonna get this industrial silica. We're gonna get that mixed into here at 70-30. Here we go. If you get a Home Depot bucket or, you know, like any plastic bucket, in the bucket, put 30% of the bucket, the soil or the compost or whatever you want to use, and then put the rest, your 70%, in my case, the silica, right? So I got 30% organic matter and then 70% the silica. Super easy. That way you can eyeball it out and then you can get your mixture right every single time. And then as you're doing this from the bags into the bucket, you can pour it into something like this. I kind of know what it looks like what I'm looking for. It's got a very distinct look. I just kind of eyeball it out usually. But if you want a super precise way to get that 30-70 or 50-50 or whatever you're looking for, do it in a bucket where you can see it and then dump it into something like this and then totally mix it really good. It's a little tip, but yeah, I'm just gonna get this mixed up, and then we'll actually be doing all of this. Gotta take my mask off. It's getting hot, but we're gonna be doing all that in part 3 or day 3 of this project. Now you know how I mix my soils. You can do this too with anything, like just depending on what grass you're putting down. You do a Google search, whatever, look up, this is my zone, this is my area. What type of soil do I have in my area? You'll know, oh, I need to use a 70-30, or I need to just use sand, or, you know, we have good drainage here, we have a sandy soil, everything's sand in my yard. If you put a little bit of topsoil, that could help. You never know. Finding out what zone and all that stuff is going to help you. But the silica mixed with the mushroom compost and any sort of lawn soil has always worked out great for me. I've used potting soil too when I'm mixing with more sand, but that stuff will clump up. This lawn soil, though, the one that I just cracked open, this is quite nice. That's not bad. I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm definitely going to keep getting that one. And if I remember correctly, a long time ago, somebody recommended I get this, and I totally forgot about it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edge first, and then I'm going to mow. And then next video, we'll set up the scots. Maybe I'll do a live stream of that, and then we'll get the situation over there figured out, see what's going on with it. Here we go. Let's get to edging and mowing. Let's go. Here's a look at the front. Check it out. Love that lawn striper. Yeah, looking real nice. Really, really nice. And it's gonna really love that rain it's gonna get. I did a little thin thing over here. I don't know what was going on. I was being lazy. Got all the sidewalk strips done. Just need to blow everything, of course. This one over here. And this side's looking fantastic. Everything's looking great. Domination. Look at that. Yeah, I'm liking the height of this. Let's go check our little spot in the back and see what's going on back there. Maybe it's looking dead and crispy. It's definitely looking a little bit lighter in color over here, that's for sure. We'll monitor that. Yeah, we'll go over the more soil stuff, of course. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit better, but it's almost there. If we need to level, we'll level. We'll use the leveling rake, and we probably do some aeration. We'll see what's up. We're gonna do a lot of stuff. But we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it done right. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we're gonna get it done right. That's it for today. I will see you on the next day of the project, whenever that is. Hope your lawns are looking good. If you got any questions, all that stuff, always feel free to hit me up in the comments below. I got you. Peace. See you later.